Do you believe in the devil?
That's funny. For a while there, I thought I was the devil.
I guess we all kind of are. I mean, not in the Rotandan sense, like... I don't know. I question all the time. Am I evil for what we're doing?
Well, isn't evil just a point of view? Depending on the person.
Well, let's look at it this way. This hunt you're helping with. Bringing Vinnie down. That's evil. To me. But that's just my point of view. Is he justified in what he's doing? Or is he just sick? Or did I do this to him? Did Doc do this to him? I mean, look at you. You've completely done a 180 to what you were when I found you. And this man's been on this earth as a scarred one longer than I have. And children. I mean, sick children. Why? Burn centers. I mean, why take a child and do this to it? We know it doesn't work. Does that make him evil? And then in that regard, am I and you no longer evil? It's plaguing me on nights like tonight. And, the air's thin and the dead are among us and all that. I wanted to bring you here because this is kind of like a sanctuary for me. I mean, I know the highway's a little loud, but I don't know. What is the become of what we're doing? I mean, say they're all scarred, every one of them, the whole planet. We all brave the storm, millions, billions. Does that mean hundreds of thousands, or if not millions, are like him? What's the equation to this?
I think that just comes with it, Johnny. In every bunch of apples, there will be a bad one. And you just have to deal with it when they come up. But I think the good outweighs the bad. And people like us will be there to pluck the bad ones.
How is your hunt going against him? Did you find any clues more?
I think I might have a lead. He's been slipping me, but I've come across some information. I might have something in the warehouse district. In the ward around there, there's been more and more reports of missing children, fitting his M.O.
Yeah.
I think I'm gaining on him, Johnny.
Good. There was a time when I would be having the same conversation with him. Even though he, in the USG, was just nothing, there was a light that I saw in him that Doc didn't. And then when we started the harvest, when we started combing the highways and going on our own, it's literally what people call now like the Roaring 20s and all of that. Down here, the roads were still cleachy and mud, and pavement was barely being made, and we were already setting networks up with doctors' offices and all. And a lot of this was his design. And he was getting there, and he was so invested in it. And I don't know where this corruption set in and how. And I feel like if that can happen to him, can that happen to me? To you? Nancy?
I don't know, Johnny. I guess it comes with it, doing this for so long, Sometimes you lose sight of what you're really doing. Sometimes you lose focus on the task and you turn into a monster. You become
A devil.
a devil.
So that brings me back to why I brought you here. Do you think this is something that we shouldn't be doing?
Of course not, Johnny. The gift you've shown me, I have no doubt in my mind, you will bring hope. You will bring new life into this world. You have brought me back. You've brought me from a place I didn't think I'd come from. You brought me to a new beginning, a new life. I am forever grateful.
You have a skill when it comes to the scalpel that I've never seen in somebody that hasn't been through medical school or some kind of training. I mean, even me, just a meager Civil War surgeon, still sometimes I'm baffled with what modern technology can do, and if I'm even needed. And once you grasp the luminescent light and that power takes hold in you, what you'll be able to bring back from even beyond the grave, it transcends everything that this meager existence around us can grasp. And you're gonna get there. I know you are. More than just a highway harvester, more than just someone, taking your evil hound out on a hunt. But I sometimes feel like I'm losing sight of why I even started all of this. But you saying stuff like that really helps ground me, and I appreciate it. I really do. The Acolyte activity is getting worse. And he's not even here. And that worries me. Is Doc found a way to animate in a way I can't, and control in a way I never could, and is he commanding all of this, or this can't just be a hive guardian? I mean, it's so organized, way more than it ever has been. And it's just because we're getting closer and closer to the storm, because the anathema's on the horizon. And I feel his pull, because I'm still a part of him, and it's so hard to just not give in and just go back to the hive. But I can't. It's lost. We are the only hope this place has.
But I think we need to go back to the hive.
What?
Now just hear me out, Johnny. Once we get our house in order, once we start building up our crew with the resources at our disposal, I think we should start taking out these hives one by one.
Okay.
Just listen to me. At any moment, Doc, what's to stop him from just snapping his fingers and just saying, you know what? Activate every hive. Wipe out Sirenicide.
You wouldn't do that.
You don't know. How can we know for certain?
It's not... We can't.
Exactly. So, while things are calm, things don't seem to be progressing as far as we're seeing, we need to do what we can to start taking these hives out.
You know, there was another one that thought like you. And he didn't come back. So what if I send 60 or 70? Or what if we finally get up to hundreds of members into a den of thousands? Not everyone is me and you. Imagine someone like Jimmy going down there right now. An acolyte would destroy him.
But that's the thing, Johnny. One went down. Just one.
I told him not to go.
But he was hard-headed. Look, with us leading the charge, with your powers, and my own
It goes against the treaty. It goes against the treaty. It's an unwritten rule, and we all live by it. You don't think it plagues me to think that we're out here trying to raise all these individuals, to present the anathema with the front of unified people that can walk through it, just not to know that they're all gonna get destroyed by Doc's minions day 2? Well, what do we do against an insurmountable force like him? I used to think like you when I first walked away that I was gonna have scarring centers on the corner of every fucking office in Morston. It didn't happen. We're criminals, Eddie. But you're right. It is a threat, and I just keep ignoring the threat. I'm surrounded by yes men, and I respect you bringing it up, because no one else would. Nancy doesn't dare. She just wields her curette and keeps her head down. All of them are so encompassed by the goal of what we're doing that they can't see the forest for the fucking trees. And you can. And that's because you weren't ever under that influence. You've never been into one. You've never seen the rows of bedrock embedded with their glowing hearts and their scarred eyes. You've seen 1 or 2. You've killed 1 or 2. But they were all just men, women like me and you. And now they're all just part of the hive mind. And I just think sometimes I don't know what to do. So it's easier to keep going and just hope that one day there will be hundreds of thousands of us. But I've been working on this for not even a century. He's been working on this for thousands of years. He's not even concerned. Not even concerned with us. And should he be?
Oh, God, absolutely. I think he should be terrified.
I wish I had your confidence sometimes on this.
He has an army of mindless drones. Yes, there might be a few that have actual thought, but those thoughts are still controlled by Doc. They serve Doc and only Doc.
Yeah.
You don't have mindless puppets.
You're right. They're not numbers, and they never will be. Let's get back to work. It's Halloween, and we have some parties to raid.
Yes.
Happy Halloween, scarred ones.
Happy. Oh, God, let's do that again,
Yeah.
please.
We don't get to talk over each other much.
No.
Joining me in the Sirena barn is someone's voice you might recognize.
Eddie Vile.
Eddie Vile, welcome back, man.
Hey, how's it going, man? It's good to be back.
Good, dude. This is an amazing treat within itself.
Yeah.
So last year I had Amy in here, and we did the SireniTreat 2020, which, again, spoilers, if you're listening to this and you haven't listened to Sirenicide yet, what are you doing? Just stop and go binge the seasons, because we're gonna get into some probably spoilers. But anyway, so we'll wait. And all right, so the world ends in 2020.
Yeah.
And we recorded that in 2020 for real, and all the jokes of, did we predict this and all that kind of crap was brought up. But what was weird was finally being able to not monologue into a just to at that time the hot box by myself. So bringing her in, and it's hard, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Working without a script, what do you think?
It's definitely out of my element. I'm used to like at least getting into character. Well, I mean, I was able to get into character, but
Right.
I'm just like, what the heck am I gonna say? I mean, you got natural like improv skills.
Well, I've
and
been doing it for like 5 years.
yeah. And every time I go to do it, it's just
I think I met the devil. And now I've fucked myself on that, right?
yeah.
So I have to find a way for ever to like have a devil line, open up a Sirenicide, because I thought, oh, that'd be cool to be. I know I've met the devil. I've escaped the devil. Like, I didn't realize what I was doing to myself there. So I'm like, well, next year, that dude's the devil.
Yeah.
What is devil? But yeah, working without a script, man, that's
Yeah.
that sucks. It's gives you a whole new like respect for like improv troops that go out on stage in front of people
Yeah, just blind.
and just riff off of each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, maybe I should do some more of that. But you did good, dude. That fucking. I realize, like I said, the only thing we edit on this is like I'll go in and like cut breaths, or if we kick something, or someone sneezes or laughs accidentally. That's the only thing that gets cut out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not SNL, but fucking, I'm not going through and like, oh, let's edit those breaths out. None of that gets done.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part of this. But yeah, the spooky season, man. Fucking I'm ready.
Oh yeah, we can't wait.
It's nice to somewhat have a sense of normalcy to some of it again. I've been invited to a few Halloween parties and things like that. But for the listeners out there, I know things have been, I guess, radio silent since the last SireniTreat, over here anyway. But we have Hearing the Haunted. And Hearing the Haunted has been releasing monthly episodes since October of last year. There's been a few months where we released more than one episode. And definitely, if you enjoyed the serialized horror drama, you will love what's going on over there because it all takes place in the same universe. So click the link in the show notes if you haven't heard Hearing the Haunted yet and take a listen. You might hear some familiar voices. So we're not going to spoil an episode, but Eddie got to do one of the Hearing the Haunted stories recently, which was The Rusted Call, which is one of my favorites. So for those of you who don't know, Eddie and I have like created music together for almost 10 years.
Holy crap. Wow. Yeah, right at that threshold.
And I mean, even the music in the Sirenicide that you just heard, that's the music you wrote for, I can't remember which episode now, man. They're all bleed together for a while, but I think it's when, man, you gotta flush this thing. What is that, the episode where it's like the bing bing bing?
I think so, yeah.
Like he's just walking around the house.
Yeah,
and
checking
like
out the doors.
It's one of the first ones you scored. Like,
Yeah.
the audio of the episode was done, but the music wasn't, or something like
gotcha,
that. And
yeah.
I really like it because it's got a good drone. And then, so every year when I make the SireniTreat, there's something like well, you guys just heard it. Obviously, I haven't edited the music into it yet, but something profound will be said, like, I can't be part of this anymore. And you're bing bing bing. I'll add that in there behind it. But anyway, all roundabout way of saying is, Eddie Vile is a hell of a fucking composer and musician, so hats off to you, brother. And this Hearing the Haunted episode you did, A Rusted Call, we actually got to showcase an Eon Code song.
Yeah.
And what's funny is recently my daughter has been listening to Hearing the Haunted episodes. They are still marked explicit in the libraries, but she's been in like 4 episodes of it, and she has her iPad and all that now. But she's going around the other day singing Just a Memory.
No kidding.
The song from that episode.
Yeah.
It's the only way she knows the song.
Yeah.
Is Molly Langford singing it. And she's like, I'm on iTunes and I can't find Just a Memory by Eon Code, because in her brain, the Beatles are there and, Shinedown's there and all that. Why isn't Eon Code there?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it on this episode, so it's kind of fun. The music's unreleased, but the episode was really great. Molly Langford, not Molly Needles, but Molly Langford did in the final season in the Civil War episode, she sang these Civil War hymns and stuff in it. And as soon as I wrote Rusted Call, I was like, I need a voice actor that can sing, and she's got an amazing voice. So if you haven't listened to Hearing the Haunted or Rusted Call,
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, come on.
Eddie plays a character trying to figure out how to work an iPhone. Just leave it at that. Kill me now. But it's same storytelling going on over there, same style. It's all audio dramas, no like monologuing stories or anything like that, or recounted things. I know there's a lot of podcasts again out there that do that, and they do it very, very well, and we're fans of those shows as well. But everything here was what makes it really difficult for the writers, and we're always looking for more writers, is to challenge yourself to write in an audio drama format, because it's different.
Oh yeah.
It's weird for me because I've just been writing a novel right now, and talk about switching gears up. It's the opposite for me. I'm like, man, I really miss being able to just be like, here's the sound effects, here's the dialogue, here's the sound effects, here's the dialogue. Oh, this is what this person's gonna say and how they're conveying it. And now it's like, no, I have to say, gritting his teeth or through pursed lips and things like to paint the visual now.
Yeah.
But so long we used to I'd read a script like, it doesn't matter, Joe, that the guy's got a red shirt on. We can't hear a red shirt. He could just say his shirt moves. That way we can get the moving sound of the shirt. It doesn't matter what color it is. And now I'm in this environment of, okay, it matters what color it is. What have you been up to, man?
Well, honestly, just working. Working construction mostly. I've been really itching to get back into music.
Hell yeah.
But just...
Yeah, dude, I've come full circle. I used to be a super creative young musician. Now I'm just in a cover band. But I guess I'll put this out to the listeners. Find our social medias, and if you like this banter, we haven't done an ice episode in a long time. And I will say there's one ice episode that was long fucking overdue, and that's your favorite video games, your favorite movies, all of that. So let's put a pin in it for now. But
I want to right now.
And we'll do an ice episode.
Yeah.
So we get some feedback from the thousands of people listening to this. We just need a couple likes or something that says that's what you want, and we'll do it. If you're not familiar, we moved all of our ice episodes to our YouTube channel, but we usually leave them here on the RSS feed for about a year, maybe a little more like that, because I think Michael from Dark Tranquilities and Jessica Perry's is still on the website, so you can still listen to that on Spotify and everywhere. But after about a year and a half, we move them just to the YouTube channel, so it doesn't clog up the serialized story with us just talking about us. What everybody, inquiring minds want to know. All right, man. Well, it's great having you over here for Halloween. It's probably the longest Sirenitreat episode. It's like a mini ice episode, but dude, that was fun. That was different.
Getting back into it was a blast. I did enjoy
Making vulnerable Johnny. That's pretty, because most of the Sirenitreats, he's just like, oh, I miss you, I love you, where are you at? And then the other one's like, I'm tired of Doc, I'm gonna go do this. So I had to try to find a way to what would he be like in the 90s at that point, almost 80 plus years into doing this, and now, and talk about foreshadowing, fucking Vinny's what's corrupted him, and Vinny's like nothing. He kills 250 people, so that's not nothing, but compared to the Anathafine,
and part of the improv, I was I kept having this thought, just I don't want to end up becoming a fiend like that guy. Exactly. A very strong, obvious hint. But
exactly. But that's true, man. It's so cool. Him saying stuff like, "Well, one day you'll know what it's like to bring people back from the dead," and then at the end of the series, he's like, "Here's all these fucking dead corpses I'm throwing at you. You gave me this power, dumbass." Yeah. So. I would say Johnny and Sirenicide are evil. That's to answer your question, loser. Always you understand the struggle of being at odds with your fictional self. All right, man. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks for listening and downloading, and go tell somebody about Sirenicide and check out Hearing the Haunted. And yeah, see you next year. Or ice episode. Or something. All right, bye.
Why are we stopped here? Are you okay, Johnny? You don't seem like yourself. Why are we stopped here?
I gotta go pee. Illumination. I gotta go pee. 16 Dr. Peppers.
Johnny, I gotta ask you something.
Yes.
Does the gift give you erectile dysfunction?
In a way.
I just don't get as hard as I used to, Johnny.
Yeah, that's why we're having problems getting more male members.
I mean, with Nancy, she's fucking.
All right. Which Nancy? Has she changed her body again?